Hello and welcome back to the third round of the 2018 Memorial Championship. We have chase card coverage today from Fountain Hills, Arizona. Big Sexy commentary with you, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Colling.
Yeah, we've got some heavy hitters here. Ricky Wysocki, who's, I believe, tied for second.
Yeah.
But he's on top of second card here at 20 under, back-to-back 10 unders. James Conrad playing a lights-out 47 during round two. Almost made it to the lead card. And then we also have Dave Feldberg.
Oh, yeah.
And
I can't remember. We'll see. We'll know very, very soon.
Sorry.
Hole one, par three, 393 feet. Super, super scary. I think it's KJ Nybo.
Yes.
Super scary shot. You got to go over the water. If you hit the wall, you do get to move up, but hopefully none of these guys play it that way. This looks nice and wide.
Yeah, this is really high. Hopefully has the distance to get there before it skips OB, which it has done.
Well, at least he's right there for his 3P.
Yeah, he's inside the circle, probably 27 feet away for his par. And here's backwards hat version of James Conrad. No shout out to Dove Men Care, which I asked him, what hair product do you use?
Okay, wow.
Dove Men
Dove.
Care.
Yeah.
But we can't really give him a shout out, but we can give him a follow flight.
Yeah, that he deserves because this is perfect. He keeps it nice and low so he can kind of hit the hill early and use the skip where Rick's kind of came in a little bit hotter and the skip hurt him.
And I believe that's a Star Thunderbird, which is one of James Conrad's favorite discs. If not, it might be a T-Bird as well. He does really great things with both of those discs.
And KJ's going with that high line. Oh, wow. What a nice
man.
settle. He catches the thick grass. Perfect shot.
And there's that Velcro grass that we saw during round one.
And this is Dave the Desert Dog Feldberg. We've seen him before, but this guy has played this course many, many times. He nearly aces this hole.
Ooh!
And stays inbounds. Yeah, Dave, I think, is now in Delaware, but he called Arizona his home for a while there.
Yeah, for many years. And, oh my goodness.
Wow, Ricky with a little bit of a surprising miss there. He's going to end up taking a bogey.
Okay. And
Whoa.
Dave, the Desert Dog, comes up short. That's very surprising. I mean, the guy is not intimidated by the situation. He's obviously won every single event you could ever want to win in disc golf.
True.
So, surprising to see him start off a little shaky there with a low putt.
James isn't messing around. We're going to have Dave in. We'll have two birdies, one par, and one
Sigh of
bogey.
relief.
Yeah.
Or a sigh of disbelief, maybe.
Yeah, both. Hole two, par four, 703 feet along the water. OB on the right, obviously OB on the left with the lake. That is the short basket coming into view now. We are playing to the long up there past the palm tree. It's a very treacherous green because if you hit on the wrong side of the basket, you're sliding right in the water.
Yeah, there's basically two trees in this hole. Well, there's actually, we can call it four.
Yeah, we can.
Three
at least
right
go
off the
with
tee
three.
and one right by the green. But other
Yeah.
than that, all you have to deal with is just avoiding the water. And you're not going to see too many people go be right here, but it does come in play for some shots.
Oh, look at this.
Not at all what I was expecting.
That's not something I've seen from KJ before.
Maybe something he's been working on during the offseason, but we didn't see any of that from his round yesterday.
And James had a great shot as well, keeping it under the tree. Dave, a great low line thrower.
He needs to sit down, though, maybe.
I think
Okay.
he's
Yeah, that's
fine. That grass is very, very thick.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's like low cut grass, but like the soil just absorbs discs on hyzer angle. It's crazy.
It's nice and moist here, I think. I mean, where at Vista you take huge skips. Fountain, really,
Right.
you're not seeing a lot of big skips this year at Fountain. They're mostly checking out.
Yeah, that grass is getting watered down by the big fountain.
KJ with the big hyzer approach. See if he can catch the angle correctly here. He can.
Oh yeah, that's a great approach
That is
there.
so good.
Oh wow.
That's at least 400 feet. Dave hangs out a little wide. See what kind of mood he's in. Oh, yeah, he's close enough. He's definitely running that. I was thinking maybe that was in decision range.
And Ricky really wide here as well. Good hyzer angle to skip in, but that's going to leave, yeah, that
Yeah.
11-meter putt is pretty scary coming in at that green.
I don't know if Rick will be scared, but
No.
it's definitely scary for some of us.
Yeah, most pedestrians would be scared.
Pedestrians, yeah, because if they came on a bike, you know, bicyclists would maybe be a little bit more willing to run it, but
Right. Words and stuff. James Conrad goes OB long. He's got 43 feet to the pin according to the graphic here. Let's see if he can make a par putt.
come on, James. Oh, off the top. Good effort there. Ricky with a headwind, I think, coming off the lake. And
Ooh.
whoa, nose down,
That
and
was-
kind of a long skip too.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a pedestrian effort.
There, now you're killing it.
Yes!
That's dead on. And Dave into that same same
What?
wind and same result. They both went
Hole 1,
super nose
hole
down.
2,
Both
Dave
of
and
them.
Ricky.
Oh my word! Ricky with 3 in the circle. No, he was out of the circle on one of them. But
Yeah,
still,
that's-
3 misses early here. A bogey start.
This doesn't happen very often, but I'm speechless.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. James bogeys as well after the out of bounds. KJ gonna take a big time birdie here.
And yeah, I mean, things are going to get easier from here. Hole 2 is the third hardest hole in the course. Hole 1 is the second hardest hole in the course. It's a really difficult start. You want to come out at least 1 under, hopefully.
Yes,
But yeah, Ricky is 2 over
that's crazy.
for 2 holes.
Hole 3, 294-foot par 3 elevated basket, and the out of bounds surrounds this one just at the 10-meter circle. So you really need to get in there pretty close, as you would want to on a 290-foot hole, though. I mean,
Yeah, this was the second easiest hole during round 1. It's coming in at the easiest hole during round 3.
okay.
Just less wind to speak of. When you have a bit of a headwind, it makes this hole
KJ.
really tricky. But that's a great shot there from KJ.
That was awesome. He's going to be slam dunking that.
Again, I don't know if the people, the Danes, are dunking yet. I don't think that they.
Yeah, and I did realize, a commenter pointed out, I
Yep.
realized I did mess that up.
Sweden is the tallest country.
I actually think it's the Dutch.
The Dutch. Well, I don't know. Somebody.
Danes,
from-
Dutch. I mean, of course the Swedes are going to say that. You know
Yeah.
the Swedes.
And we got
No,
another nice
I love
shot.
my Swedish friends, but I think it's actually the Dutch
All right. Well,
that are the tallest nation.
well, we need to do some more research to make sure that we're putting out some actual factuals.
Yep. Ricky swings it out wide, and that's great.
I know.
Doubt he will miss that.
No, and it's so weird to like have any second guesses about Ricky's putt going in. And Dave, I don't know what's going on right
Dave
now.
is really.
What is happening? And obviously that putt will not count for Dave.
No.
He'd have to mark it below the basket, and if that's actually going to be a 2-meter rule, isn't it?
I think they changed that.
Okay, so if it's on a basket, it's not 2 meters.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really hope. I felt like that was so stupid that was a rule in the
Right.
past. I think that's been changed. So I don't think you can be 2 meters on the catching device.
Okay, that makes sense, but man, that would be pretty tricky.
That
if
would be
if
horrible.
that wasn't a rule that they had made.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be horrible. Hole 4 is a 463-foot par 3 going downhill to this blind basket location. It's actually a really tough shot. You have to swing a righty hyzer very wide, kind of get over the out-of-bounds planter under the tree, short of the power boxes. Easy to go OB long, also easy to come up 80 feet short.
Yeah, I'd say that you're going to see more people come up 80 feet short than going long, but this group has a lot of power, so we'll see.
I like
what
the look
happens
of
here.
this one.
This is just swinging pretty
Catches
wide.
a little bit of the tree.
Oh, nice break there for KJ. That was probably going to skip well outside the circle without hitting the edge of the tree.
Wow, this is super wide.
And we have a right to left crosswind here.
Is this short enough? I feel like this is crushed.
Oh yeah, James has got way too much on it. That's about the width that you'd like.
Yeah, but you not if you have the James arm. You got to go higher because that thing is a rocket.
Yeah, that Mini Cooper wanted nothing to do with being in the shot, so they
They
scurried
pieced.
out of there quickly.
This has got that height that can control the distance. I think Rick's going to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, and a nice roll.
Yeah, he's in range.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave could really use a tap in here.
Yeah, he needs it.
He's wide and low. Needs to miss the planter area.
Oh, no. And that has fallen in the very small planter area.
Man.
That is OB. That was a great looking line. Just happened to.
Does he run this? No.
No.
Okay.
But man, Dave is off to a really shaky start here.
And James with a tough putt over the power boxes. Close. Good effort to even draw a medal there.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if you could see the basket from where he was.
KJ's on fire.
Yeah.
Is that a 4 down through 4?
That's a 4 down through 4.
Fantastic, especially considering some of the struggles of the players around him. There we go. Rick knocks one in. He's got a birdie. As these guys clean up their putts, let's see how Lisa Fakis did out there today.
I was throwing a lot of AVR X3s today, and that disc is money right now for me on upshots, so I'm really excited to keep throwing it. It's given me short putts for par a lot of times, and I'm really stoked about that.
On to hole 5, a par 3, 372 feet with OB all around it. You've got the street on the right, the path on the left, the picnic shelter straight ahead, and the path long. We're playing to the longer basket as always. This one can either be maybe a really strong throw in mid-range, a smooth fairway driver, or even a forehand over the top. This looks like the fairway driver play. Needs to settle.
That is moving, just going to be a little bit long, but he's going to have a tap in circle 3 there.
Yep, should be a very easy 3.
I still don't know if I buy that 372 distance. It's just so tricky. And
yeah.
I don't know what to say about Ricky's game right now. He's just not.
He is
not
really
sharp.
looking. Yeah, he's really. I mean, for a world champ, hottest player, best player in the world, arguably. Really strange to see him have a start this shaky.
And he's never won this tournament. I wonder how much that is in his mind. I mean, he comes out to Arizona months in advance. Has a great shot there from James. Great distance control.
Mm-hmm.
But Ricky lives out here during the off season. He plays these courses regularly, getting ready for this event.
Don't you think that can sometimes be? It sometimes feels strange. Just as much as we travel and play these courses for a week at a time, when you do get that home tournament,
yep,
it can sometimes put a strange pressure on you because you feel like, oh, this is my, I always, wow, he almost makes that. Or you just say, I always birdie this hole. Like, what's happening? What's happening?
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel a lot different pressure when I'm at home.
Just outside the circle for Dave.
There's what he needed.
Famous step putt with the little float. Very unique style. Always a black putter for Dave. He loves those.
Yeah, it goes back to his original days when his first putter he ever got from Am Worlds was a black putter, a black AVR back in the day, and he putted with that thing throughout his career.
Nice.
Being with Innova.
KJ saves the par.
James and Dave with the birdies, and Ricky almost with a highlight reel birdie from about 80.
Yeah. Hole 6, par 3, 233 feet uphill. This hole is pretty well blocked. You've got to take a big hyzer, either forehand or backhand up the hill. The main feature being the super steep hill on the right side of the basket. If you come up a little bit right, you almost always roll into the street out of bounds.
And, I really thought that a day like today would be a day where people were going to go super low, and some people really did. But it ended up not being as calm as I thought it was going to be. There was just enough wind to make these shots pretty tricky. And
totally.
James plays that hyzer shot against this left to right crosswind perfectly.
Ooh, this might be sawing off a
little
bit.
It needs to come down, and it does. Man, he avoids the 2-meter rule, but.
That's a very disappointing shot there. You really don't want to cut it too close with these trees.
But yeah, the crosswind here on this hole really makes this shot tricky unless... Oh gosh, that needs the...
There's no way. That's gone.
Yep, there it is. And
that's bad luck too, because he really didn't throw it horribly. He hit up on top. Just a kind of a funny reaction off the ground. And if you're that close to that lip, luckily we've got some spotters there to tell him exactly where he went out.
Fortunately, the Huck Lab symbol looks really cool when it's spinning.
Yeah, that's the kind of the silver lining here. Otherwise, pretty grim situation.
Oh, wow, Ricky.
Ricky looking for an ace. That would get him going.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, thank God it didn't hit metal unless it was dead center.
I know.
Because you're gone in that case. But he's inside the circle, and Dave's going to have to just lay this one up here. Nice touch, actually. That's a pretty difficult shot from below the hill.
Definitely. KJ with a chance to save a huge par. Not going to happen.
It's going to be his first real mistake of the round, even with the OB shot on the hole prior. And Ricky with a nice little birdie putt there. Starting to get things going a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. James going to get a birdie, and as always, thank you to Disc Golf Pro Tour. Hole 7, par 3, 210 feet. Probably the shortest hole on the course, but not the easiest because of all this water. You're going straight at it with a putter or a mid-range, but if you throw a little long, you're sliding in. It's also possible to be short, obviously, and the other mistake people make is just playing it way too safe on the right.
I'm going to go ahead and say this is the hardest wide open 210-foot hole in the world.
Yeah, it has to be.
I mean, it is just so tricky to keep that disc on that hillside, even though it looks so simple, but it's just really anything but. Ooh,
oh no. Okay, well that is actually pretty fortunate. You clip that, generally you're gonna go in the water short,
right,
if it takes a little off the disc, and then you have a automatic 4. Now at least he'll be able to save 3 most likely.
And Dave playing that whole textbook, he's been doing that for years. All you have to do on this hole is just barely clear that first hillside, and you're going to clear the water. And then use that second hillside as just a backstop. The way you get in trouble is if you try to hit that second hillside and try to stop it on there, then any sort of forward momentum, more than likely you're going to go OB.
Ricky giving it almost half of a run, which just is a testament to how confident he is. Oh my.
KJ has now gone OB 3 holes in a row off the tee.
The wind from the fountain playing a factor, I think. Great putt from James. Another birdie.
Yeah, that is such a difficult putt. I mean, you're looking straight at water. If the fountain's going, you're looking at that fountain. You feel that headwind coming off, and it's a really hard putt to commit to, and Dave nails it down too.
Ricky for the par. And KJ, unfortunately, slowing down a little bit here after the hot start, takes a bogey.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the 12th most difficult hole in the course. 210 feet, and that says a lot about how tricky that is.
Yeah, for sure. Hole 8 is our last par 4 of the day, 570 feet. The drive is just going to be a huge hyzer over the trees to find the landing zone, and then you have an approach that feels a lot like the drive on hole 7. You just have to stick it right on the peninsula. James with the big power, and he takes a low line too, so this is going to be crushed.
Yep.
This is probably going to go down the hill, take a roll even.
Yep.
Yeah, he's almost in jump putt range. Dave with a little higher, more traditional play. It's going to be a little shorter, but really not a problem at all. That's a fantastic place to land. Looks like a good shot from Ricky. Huge power.
I see a harp forehand approach in this future.
KJ right up the middle, another huge shot. As you would expect from these guys.
Yep.
And this card that they're scaring here, Grady Shue there in red, actually the oldest player on the third card at 22 years old.
Yep.
So the youth movement is here.
That's right. And Dave with a really safe shot there. That's going to leave a tricky 34-foot putt.
That putt.
No, neither do I.
Wait a minute. Oh, you were right, man.
And
how did you know that?
That's what Ricky does. Ricky doing what Ricky does.
Easy, birdie.
Showing why he's one of the best putters on tour is that he has a lot of those type of putts.
padding the stats. And KJ with the big drive in the group.
Yeah, I mean,
He's one of those guys that I put in that sneaky power class where you don't really think, oh, what a crusher, and then you play with him and you're like, that was 500.
Right.
You just ripped it, and you just don't really think of him as that guy.
and Dave is beside himself right now. And yeah, and James hearts it with his JK AVR. The way that KJ throws is kind of similar in a way to like Marcus Shellstrom. The way that his just that really fast hip turn.
Yeah.
He gets so much power behind it.
Let's hear a word from our presenting sponsor, Discraft. Hole 9, par 3, 406 feet downhill to another peninsula. This is the hardest hole on the course, without question, in relative to par. So hard to get a disc out there on the peninsula, and then even once you do it, to make the putt, it's kind of 2 super plays in a row. So we'll see if any of these guys is in the mood to go for it.
That's a pretty safe run. To have any shot at the green, you have to hug that hyzer so tight to that early tree.
That's a fantastic shot, but he's still not unlikely to run that.
No. James is crazy, but he ain't that crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Wow.
Okay. Now Ricky is just crazy enough that will be something I'm sure
he'll put a bid on that.
Yeah, he'll factor that in.
He already deuced this earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the
him and
two.
AB.
Yeah, Anthony Burrell and Ricky were the only two to birdie this one during round 1.
This is a hole that I think I'll go to my grave without ever birdieing, and I'm all right with that.
I was dumb enough one time to birdie it, ever, in my 9 years of the Memorial.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think I'm ever gonna get there.
And got many more big numbers trying to do that again.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa. Okay, good. Looks like it might take a backwards roll for a moment. Oh, look at that. Average score 3.41 on the ticker. That is nice.
What's the point of me being here if they're gonna have that?
I've been saying that for weeks now.
And KJ with a very rare shank there for his approach. He's so great at those little touch shots, and he's going to have to putt. I mean, that's 4 OBs in the last 5 holes.
That's crazy. Really not that difficult a shot either. This is crazy too.
And James,
what is he doing?
That's one of his.
He's running that putt?
I'm very surprised. The crazy as a fox.
He's way crazier than a fox.
Yeah, foxes don't venture into that realm of insanity.
Way crazier than a fox. That's a full-on honey badger play.
And look what we missed. Ricky Wysocki must have laid up because there's a white disc under the basket.
Wow. Well, when you see 2 go splash, maybe it makes you think about what you're doing out there.
I really hope that James gets that disc back because that's one of his lime green JK AVRs that he did so well with last year.
Definitely. There is it, our front 9 scores. There was some hot play, but everybody really kind of had their problems there at some point. So nobody really on fire just yet.
Yeah, well, the back 9 has all the opportunities in the world to go super low. So we'll see how these guys bounce back after kind of a shaky up and down front 9.